Get your hunting rifles ready because it's spy season here in the latest episode of Eurobits. The Master System had its fair share of clones or NES equivalents, which is not surprising considering Nintendo's stranglehold on third-party developers in the 8-bit era. While Action Fighter is most definitely a Spy Hunter clone, the console timeline is a bit different than what you'd expect. The original Spy Hunter was released for arcades in 1983, while Action Fighter had arcades in 1986. The console port we'll be looking at was initially released by Sega the same year as its arcade counterpart, but the NES wouldn't get Spy Hunter until the following year, 1987. But here in Europe, the competition wasn't with Nintendo's Spy Hunter as much as it was with the UK's microcomputers, so chances are that when the Master System version became available here in 1987, not many people cared whether it was a clone or not, because you rode a sweet bike with guns. Unlike its endless arcade counterpart, Action Fighter has you go through 5 missions to destroy various enemy vehicles. The orders are given to you by none other than the President of America himself, and via some very official looking documentation too. You start the game riding a motorcycle equipped with guns. Your goal is to collect all 4 vehicle parts that spawn in the level to turn your bike into a sweet car. After that you collect 2 more parts to attach wings to your car and take off to the skies. While some levels have you start off in flying car mode, the general loop is alternating between air and ground combat. On the ground, it's classic driving and shooting. Go off-road and you die. While in the skies, the game becomes more of a regular vertical shoot-'em-up. Funnily enough, this section has a striking resemblance to another game, Namco's Xevious. Even the way upgrades are applied change between the 2 modes. Underground, you enter the back of a Sega truck, kinda like in Spy Hunter, while the sky sections have standard issue shmup pickups. Action Fighter employs the same live system as Spy Hunter as well. You're on a timer and you can die as many times as you like, but after the timer runs out, it reverts back to a classic live system. You'd think this would make the game easy, but that's not really the case. Levels are long and enemies are bullies, especially if you're on a bike. You'll get pushed off the road, you'll get shot at, and fighting without an upgraded weapon is an uphill battle. Your default weapon will take several shots to destroy an enemy, but the upgraded weapon will not only instantly kill your adversaries, it will pierce them and continue hitting anything behind them too. This being the 2 power levels you can operate on means that the game can range from breeze to brutal. While the first 2 missions will create moments of awe and surprise as you explore different backgrounds, Action Fighter shows everything it has to offer before the midway point. The only surprise I came across afterwards was a bizarre Easter egg of a giant malformed cat spawning once you've collected enough flags. I'm not really sure what this is a reference to, but the fact that there are multiple cats is far more interesting than anything else we've seen about Action Fighter. Overall, the game is neither good nor bad. If you owned it back in the day, chances are you enjoyed it. But if you're in the mood to go spelunking for hidden Master System gems, you're probably best off thinking in a different direction. Oh, and their enemy ambulance is called Peepoo. Thank you for watching the latest episode of Eurobits. If you enjoyed the show, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can also follow my Twitch channel for less scripted drivel. I'd like to thank SegaRetro.org, SMSPower.org, and the Sega Master System Visual Compendium by Bitmap Books for helping further inform the recording of this video. And also a thank you to World of Long Plays for the additional footage. You can find links to them in the description below.